Ooh, spooky. All right. So anyway, stopped off the Beauchamps here. Saw Benny, so I didn't get to really talk to him, but I'm kind of on a mission. Better turn that on. And kind of like the guy. The guy owns a gas station, doesn't have to work, but he still loves pumping the gas for people. Like he'll come, like doesn't live far anyway, like lives literally right across the street. So, but he's got, oh man, some of the muscle cars. He has a 540 Duster. He's got a Plymouth Beaumont. He's got a 440 Cuda. He's got the General Lee, literally a General Lee from the show, according to him anyway. Really cool story. A really cool guy anyway. But anyway, yeah, so getting on to me insurances companies. So I called my old insurance company after all the fiasco of the other one. Like, basically, you know, like I was not expecting having, basically buying a car, you know, basically the same day I canceled my insurance. I figured it'd be like 6-8 months before I found something, right? And it was just out of the whim. My aunt, yeah, do you want this for $400? And I'm like, okay, yeah, I need a vehicle. Now, how far will I get with it? I might go through all this rigmarole and just the thing breaks right away, right? Oh, that poor Corvette. So many centuries it's been there. So many centuries. It's bad. I've looked at that thing really close. It was running when it was parked, right? But the guy left it there for, ooh, better watch my speed. Oh, the old tractor. But anyway, yeah, so I called last night, but Fridays, my normal insurance company, a lot of the people are out of the office, and the guy that I dealt with wasn't my normal guy, Kevin. It was a new guy named Yan, because they had moved the office from Wakefield to Gatineau, right? Which is like double the distance now, right? That's one of the reasons why I want to see if I could get the insurance closer, right? Because I could have done it all today, all in one day. Like usually when I get, usually it's a 2-day venture, because I got to drive an hour this way, and then it'd be 2 hours or so back that way. In this case now it'll be about 3 hours back that way to be able to do it all in one day. So you know, with my dad's vehicle, so it's like you know, you might not necessarily like that, you know, but everybody's also, you know, yeah, just get the damn thing on the road, leave us alone, you know, kind of thing. So is what it is, you know. So I gotta wait to get a hold of that insurance company guy, but I didn't get a hold of him last night, because the other guy, the Jan guy, because he's on vacation for 2 weeks. It's like, oh no, you know, because I like dealing with the same person, because you build up a rapport after a while, and they just remember you. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of times when I call, it's like, oh, hi, it's and I say my name, and they're like, oh yeah, and they got my file up, and they're, yeah, how you doing, bud? I'm like, good. You got another vehicle for us again? You know? Yeah, because I remember one guy, one of them, I can't remember which one it was. I've been through a few agents now. There, you know, they don't stay there forever, right? They move on from time to time. One guy's like, holy smokes, he goes, he says, you own a lot of trucks. He goes, I said, yeah, they're all broken. Like 4 trucks and they're all broken. Yeah. And anyhow, yeah, so if he's not in the office today when I get back and I call, at least I got the car in my name. I'll have the car in my name, so it's one thing taken care of. But that means I gotta wait for the, you know, to get the quote. Usually they're really quick. They're like, you know, they call you back that afternoon kind of thing, right? So yeah, it'll cost you this much. But then I got to make the trek to Gatineau. So either way, it's probably going to be next week at the earliest before I can get that vehicle on the road. So that's all my griping. I know it took a lot of videos to get all that griping out, and you would think I'd feel better about it now. But now here's my new gripe. My cat puking on my freaking guitar straps on my guitar. I had this smell in my music room and I couldn't figure it out. I figured it was one of the cats took a crap up there or something, right? And I've been looking and looking, I couldn't find it. I looked under the bed, I looked everywhere, and I was like, oh, where's that smell coming from? And Gazoo is usually the one that does it because he's, you know, they're both old cats. They're like 15, 16 years old, right? But Missy puked, and she puked it, and I moved my guitar straps, and like, there it was. It's like, oh, and then both my, like, how do you clean guitar straps? Because there's leather on them, right? So like, how do you get that smell off of that? You know, it's like, ugh. It's like, and I still had to pet her on top of that. It's like, you puked on my stuff, and I still have to pet you on top of that? Like, this is abuse. Abuse. Yeah, okay, now I'm done my griping for the day. Or am I? Wait, let me think. I'm sure there's something else I can gripe about. No, I guess that's about all the griping I got. Now I can talk about more happier stuff. A band I've been really digging, because I really dig the lead singer. She's so good at so many different things. Is Illumashade. Basically, it's the singer, the guitar, one of the guitar players, and possibly the bass player from Elvady, which is a folk metal death band, a death metal folk band, however you want to say it, which is a really awesome band. Their songs are like really, really, really good, stuff like that. But the singer, she's a pop singer by training, but she's like pop metal. And there's this band they got called Illumashade, and it's really good. Like, the songs are really good, they're catchy, they're whatever. So I'm like listening to their live chat and stuff like that, and it's back from 2020 or 2021 or something like that. So you know what was going on in the world at that time, right? And it's weird to hear people talk about that now. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know, like people just kind of like try to put it out of their minds, you know? And it's like, it's weird to hear people talk about that in a relative context to what they're doing at the time, right? And but anyway, I'm listening to them and just talking about the music and stuff like that, and guitar. The guitar players are talking about guitar stuff as they would normally, stuff like that. And they had the guest from Laguna Coil, a really cool Italian metal band, you know, I mean, it's very dark, melancholy stuff, right? So it's metal, right? But you know, it's cool just to hear people chat about their processes of how they're writing songs and stuff like that. So you guys probably saw that I did a couple of little videos with my Mark Holcomb guitar, where, you know, like songwriting ideas. Now I know I'm no Rick Beato or anything like that, for, you know, like Bernth, however you say his name. He doesn't even know how to say his name, so I don't feel bad. The Austrian guy, guitar player guy. And I looked at the show he put together live, you know, of his album called Elevation or whatever, and self-titled or whatever. And he's basically like a Joe Satriani, you know, instrumentalist kind of guy, but really, really heavy on the shred, right? And he put on an interesting show, just him and his like kind of roadie sound man, mixing guy. Like, this guy does everything for him, right? And he sang a couple of songs with his girlfriend. Really cute, you know, and they were good. Like, she was very good. Anyway, cute couple. Anyways, they're up there playing their songs, and he's on a tour, and he does a tour, and I'm like, I'm planning a small tour myself, but not in the way you think. I've been really, really re-engaging with the violin again, so I've got about 3 or 4 songs. Now, anybody that's listening to me play violin, you probably say, yeah, Reg, you really suck. You know, people aren't going to pay that. Well, the good news is, A, people don't have to pay to come see me. It's going to be a free show. I play for the hat, and 50% will go to a local charity. So, and there'll be all kind of small venue stuff. And I'm going to do a winter tour, you know, like probably Saturdays or something like that. That's the goal. Hopefully it'll happen. But I got to get myself a little more practiced up. The show's only going to be about an hour long, and it's going to be me talking about my old violins, and, you know, and some playing in between, right? What am I doing for time? Ooh, better stay on my side of the road, question mark? Yeah. Gotta, yeah, take your attention away from the road on the worst curve on the highway, eh? I can never tell with this thing. Anyway, I'll splice it here.